What is going on, guys? Sir Lewis here, and in today's video we're taking a look at render. As you guys can see right here, I'm doing a price prediction video on render for this bull market, and I do have a price prediction playlist with all the altcoins on there. If you want me to do a price prediction for your altcoin, just comment it below. Today we're looking at render, and I just want to say that the platform that I use is BTCC, not just for leverage trading, but also for buying lower cap coins. They have a great platform. It's KYC free, meaning you can get this anywhere in the States and in the USA or in the world. Because it's KYC free, you don't need to know your customer. You just need an email and a password. And it's VPN free. So there's a lot of KYC platforms out there, but a lot of them require VPN, but it's VPN free. And if you use my special link, which I'll put it in the pinned comment as well as in the description, you get 10% off. I mean, not 10% deposit bonus over $500. So it's a very good deal only using my link. Check out BTCC. And if you guys want to join my private trading group, Crypto Trader University, you guys can check it out also in the description. So let's take a look here at render, which, by the way, excuse me, I recommend you guys always have like a playlist, create like a playlist here on TradingView. This is something I also show in my my private trading group. But as you can see right here, most render charts out there, they'll only show you like starting from like right here, because render did have like a migration right over during the bear market. So if you didn't know, render was actually in 2021. You can see 2021, its all-time high was around $9, right? And you're probably asking, well, how do I get this chart? How do I get the full chart for render, which matters? Because my price prediction targets is going to be based on this chart. All you want to do is you want to search up render, but all of these except this one shows this full chart, which is, if I scroll down here, gate.io. And to be honest, most of my coins are from gate.io, like the ones that I look at on this platform, because gate.io has a great way of showing like all the history, right, for the coin. Like for example, let's say I do I don't know, Coinbase, right? Coinbase, look at that. It's horrible, right? I mean, render did not start right there. You go back right here, render started back here. So it did go up to $9 and something in 2021. So that's how you do it right there using gate.io. And before I give you the targets using Fibonacci, I want to also look here at the present moment here, kind of see what render's been doing, because render's been doing amazing. It's an AI based coin, which is great. It's a GPU based. I think it has a great utility. It's one of my top coins in my portfolio. And we can see in 2024, it broke all-time highs. It was one of the few coins that broke all-time highs right over here, going up to $13. So not too high from its all-time high, but it did break all-time highs here in 2024. And since then, you know, it's been coming down. It did go up here in December, but putting in a lower low from the high back in 2024, which I'm pretty sure there was bearish divergence here, which I also teach in my course in my group. And then that cross, you know, that was also a big part of this drop. Okay, now the bullish thing about this drop, guys, is that this is render's biggest point of control ever, right? Because we can see right here, when render first got launched, it got rejected right there, and then, you know, crashed and then went up to all-time highs. Also, when, you know, it stayed around here during the all-time, after it came down from the all-time highs and then collapsed. And then also in 2023, it had a big rejection right there. And now we're coming down here to that same exact level. So this is render's biggest point of control POC, point of control ever. And what's bullish is that we have everything, right? We've been here for around 4 months now. We have everything to bottom around here. Okay, doesn't mean we can go lower here, test these lows here around 255. Okay, which is the bottom of the range around 255 or, you know, 230. But I do believe that render will flip this heavy point of control that was a lot of resistance back in the past as future support going on to the future. Okay, so that's the present moment. I think right now, as render is consolidating here, you can be safe and wait a couple more weeks to kind of see if it consolidates here. I think that is a great buying opportunity in this present time. especially seeing the monthly stochastic very oversold for a long period of time. The weekly also getting oversold, resetting here to oversold, which is great. So I just want to show here on the daily or the present moment. And I also want to talk about the chart that I always talk about here when I'm doing my price prediction is the BTC pair. And I recommend having a separate playlist for this, which I do here on my trading view. But the BTC pair, it tells you, it gives you a lot of stuff behind the scenes. It's basically render versus Bitcoin. And wow, yeah, we can see that, we're coming down here to this level that most likely will be the bottom. The same way that render is coming down here to this point of control that most likely will be the bottom. We're coming down to this level on the render BTC chart where it was here for like, what was that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, basically a year back here in 2022, right? During the bear market. So think about that. We're coming to here bear market levels on the render BTC, while render is much higher than bear market prices. Back then it was 36 cents, 36, 33 cents. And, obviously it came down here because Bitcoin was outperforming it. But guess what? Now we're coming down here to that same level while render is around 325. It just shows you the dominance of Bitcoin. Okay. But it also shows you that, once altcoin season starts getting closer and closer, we're going to see a big spike in this, and most likely render is going to go up to, some crazy highs. So this makes me very bullish because I'm buying here at the lows from the bear market on the BTC pair, which is great. Okay. Now let's go back here to render and let's take a look here on the Fibonacci. I also want to share one of my indicators, the Fib waves. This is one of the indicators I created. You can check it. You can have access to it in my trading group. But the Fib waves is based on Fibonacci. It's a wave based on Fibonacci. We're in the green zone, which is a great time to buy too. Even when you go here on the weekly, right? We're in that green zone, which is, I made it green for a reason because it's a great time to buy. Usually you want to sell and take profits in the white and in the green, just like we were here in the deep green in the bear market. That's the time you want to be buying. You see, so we are in that green right now. So I do think this is a great buying opportunity. Now let's take a look here at Fibonacci and we'll see some of my targets for render. So if you also want to learn my Fibonacci strategy, my settings and all that, I have that in my course, but I also teach that in my trading view. My trading group. You guys can check it out. But here we can see, okay, render, most likely that 0.38 right there, right, which is a point of control. That Fibonacci level is going to be held. If we do lose that, we'll come down. If we lose that, 233 level, which I said, bottom range for the point of control here, probably come down to 155, the next Fibonacci level. But looking at some of the targets here for render, possibly going to all-time highs. We had the first target, most conservative target, around 23 bucks, which from right now, that's basically a 7x. So a 7x right there, conservatively, right? 23 bucks is my conservative price prediction. Now my higher price prediction here is 34, or basically 35. Yeah, you can see 35. 35 bucks, which would be from right now a 10x, basically a 10x. So somewhere in between 23 bucks and 35 is the sell zone for me based on Fibonacci. This is where I see render topping out. Okay. And, my strategy basically is I'm selling most of my money here, especially if you see render consolidating here, maybe tap 35 and kind of consolidate in this level. That's the sell zone for me. That's where I'm selling most of my render. And then maybe you can hold 10% and wait to see if it comes up here to the 618, which brings it to 80 bucks, which I think it's crazy if it goes this cycle. I don't think it will. From right now, that's that's like a 24x. But again, it might not happen this cycle. If render survives, it will happen next cycle for sure. But this cycle, my targets is really that 23 to 35 bucks. So again, it can top out somewhere here in the middle around 27, 28. Okay. But Render is a great coin. It's a strong coin. It's building support at its previous all-time highs level. Not exactly at the all-time high, but you know, around the level right here where it collapsed. I mean, think about that. Render is building support where Render collapsed here in a matter of 3 months. It collapsed into 36 cents last bull market. Now it's different. Render broke all-time highs and is coming down here to build support and then bounce off of that and come here to my targets. So I'm very bullish on this coin, especially once you see the AI coin start to pump and the AI, you know, the AI narrative come back in action for the crypto market. Render is going to be one of the top performers in my opinion. So there you guys go. Again, check out BTCC and comment the coins you guys want me to do another price prediction. I do have a playlist you guys can check out. It should be in the cards here towards the end of the video. I always put it right there so you guys can click it. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.